We made a couple plays down the stretch. We've been not as good in late game situations in a couple of our league losses, and we made some plays, and luckily Garino missed the open three there at the end. We didn't guard it particularly well. We got caught up too much with the ball, but luckily he missed it, and we were able to dig out one rebound. I thought we did a good job in the first half rebounding the ball. Second half, they really bludgeoned us on the offensive glass, but we did enough. We did enough to win the game.
Well, can you talk about Johnny's contributions today and not just leadership, but
he was awesome. Johnny was awesome. We hadn't seen that from him this year, but they did a great job. They were going to take away Mel and Jaquan, and they basically face guarded them. We had actually prepared for the triangle and two all week because I thought they may run that like they did against Duquesne on Coulter and Mason. And so we had been working on that the last couple days, but they just face guarded them all over the place, and that just opened it up for Johnny to drive it. He's explosive when he can get downhill, and we're able to get him downhill, and then he's got a wide array of finishing moves down there, and he did a nice job. So credit, we had everybody. We had to have some other guys step up. They took away Mel and Jaquan, and Johnny stepped up. Jordan Burgess stepped up huge to go 6 for 12 and hit that corner three. After the tough game we had at Mason, he was in the gym shooting till 1 in the morning when we got back. So you want that sort of thing to be rewarded, and it certainly was.
Was one of your game plans on offense to attack them and try to get them in foul trouble? Because you didn't shoot that many threes from the perimeter.
Yeah, we wanted to get the ball inside. In the first game we shot 55% when we got it in the paint, but we just didn't shoot. We over half our possessions never got in the paint the first game. So we really wanted to get the thing in the paint, shoot in the paint, and put some pressure, on the rim. So we did a better job of putting pressure on the rim, and yeah, that was definitely a point of emphasis for us, was to get it inside and to get it on the get it in the paint. Tim, what do you got?
Talk about your resolve a little bit, if you would. The first game, almost the same situation. They took the lead late. This time, you kept fighting. Every time they made a little move, you kept fighting back.
Yeah, we just had a toughness about us today. I told our guys, I usually give these rousing speeches. I think they're rousing speeches. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But today I just said, we just got to win. It's about toughness. It's a man's game. We got to step up, and we got to find a way to win. How pretty it is, who scores, who does what, it really doesn't make any difference. We just got to find a way to win. And our guys did that. Burgess's answer was huge. We did a great job moving the ball, and we found a way. Wasn't pretty, but we found a way.
Jordan has had his problems shooting, but he didn't hesitate on any of those shots today. Did you talk to him about that, or just?
I told him last night. I said, "Look, we're going to need you. This is your type game, toughness game. This is what we're going to need." And he can make them. He can make them. I told those guys earlier. When we got back from Mason, he was he was in the gym till 1:30 working on his shooting and that sort of thing. So you trust those type guys, and he made big plays.
Is that you that did a shoulder bump with Justin after the free throw?
Yeah, that was me. Got to be a little excited. We needed to win, and you're happy for Tillman. He's been working hard, and he stays after and works hard on his games. He's had his ups and downs, and he came through for us, and that was critical.
Late in the season, does it feel like a good tournament resume win on the road?
Yeah. Brutally, honestly, we weren't getting in without winning this one, without winning the conference tournament. That's the blunt truth. They sweep us, we're not getting in, and now we're positioned to, have a chance to win the league. We got a home game and a road game left, and if we win the regular season, everyone who's won the regular season gets in. So that's the clearest path for us to get there. It's a top 50 road win, our second or third one that we have, I think. And, we weren't getting in without winning this one, period, point blank.
How was John?
Fine. He cut his chest a little bit, but he's fine, and he was a warrior today, but he was fine.
What's your sense? Obviously, there's results happening today, tomorrow, but what's your sense of the conference in terms of the tournament? How many at-large bids do you think is going this league is in position for?
I think we should get 4 or 5 in, but I don't know how many we'll get in. I mean, I think the league is really good. I think anybody in the top 5 or 6 can win the league tournament. I think some of the other guys could. They just maybe don't have the depth to win the 4 games in 4 days, starting on Thursday. I mean, I think we should get. I think we should get at least 4, probably 5. But I don't. I'm not a bracketologist. I try not to pay. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to all that. Tim asks me, our beat writer asks me every time about it, but I don't really. He asks me injuries and bracketology. That's what he wants to know about. But I don't follow it that closely. But I do know. I mean, I'm not an idiot. Today was a big game. It was a difference between a lot of things. If George Washington sweeps you, they're obviously ahead of you in the pecking order. We won here on the road late in the season. That's a good thing for us. This game was a difference. If we lost this game, we could have been playing on Thursday ourselves. And now I'm sitting in here talking about winning that's the difference between 1st and 5th. I mean, there's a huge differences riding on this game, and we certainly came through when we needed to.
Are you aware that Dayton lost today?
No. To who? Oh, Rhode Island?
To Rhode Island.
Lost at home.
So anything can happen.
Did y'all see anything with Jonathan that allowed him to get into the lane so frequently? It was almost like they were giving him the lane.
Well, we moved everything in the middle, and so what they were doing is they were face guarding Jaquan and Mel, trying to keep them from going off. So when you move everything in the middle, it just opens up space, and it's basically, I mean, we didn't have a lot of assists tonight. It's basically one-on-one basketball. It's living pretty dangerously. But when you got somebody driving and finishing like that, it's not exactly how you want to do it. But that's what they were making us do. It was a really good game plan. They've had good game plans against us both times. But luckily, Johnny made the plays today. Because, they weren't going to let Mel go off. They were going to limit Jaquan's shot. He only got 1 shot in the first half. I think Jaquan did. But Mo played really well. And Jordan stepped up and Johnny stepped up. And that was just enough.
One more.
Coach, are you with Johnny? It seems like with George Mason Day, they put length on Johnny Williams.
Well, they did the same thing. They put Watanabe on him. They moved Garino on him. They changed the matchup around. They started blitzing him because they didn't want us to just clear him out with that ball screen. So they did the same thing. He just did a better job of finishing and going through contact and going through and finishing today.
Did you tell him to attack after Mason?
Yes. Yeah. We talked to our whole team about attacking.